You guys can already see the difference in the spark plugs. I'm not even done yet, but this is just to kind of show you guys once you start the first step and process how new and good it can be. And this is the real world. It's not going to be perfect, but as you can see, a lot more gloss. The electrode is looking a lot better, looking pretty good. What's going on YouTube? It's Bruce with Bruce Custom Motors, bringing you guys another official video. I'm going to show you guys how you can restore your spark plugs and give it an extra 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. This is the best technique that I use. It's helped me along the years, along the way, and it saved me tons of money. So you want to know how you can rehabilitate, restore your spark plug for $0 and also find out the best gap for your spark plug and how to do it. Watch this video from the beginning to the end and you'll find out how.
We got Bruce up on the track.
Alright guys, as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your spark plug from this to this. Now guys, as you can see, I already have my coil packs out of the car, so that's the first step that you want to do. If you guys want to know the steps on taking your coil packs out or changing your spark plugs, please watch this video up above, one that I did previously. But so guys, the reason why I'm doing this is because everyone is not able. And what I mean by that, spark plugs are very, very expensive. They can run you upwards to $60, $70. Let's say you're tuned in your vehicle, you can be changing them out a lot more. So in this video, I just really want to show you how you can, I guess in so many terms, rehabilitate and refurbish your spark plugs without having to get new ones, to save you money and to get the best bang for your buck in your vehicle. As you guys can see, this is my current spark plug. Took it out my vehicle. Now keep in mind when you're dealing with spark plugs, different parts of the spark plug. And as you can see, this is my spark plug. You can see this is where it's gonna initially spark at right here. So, and this is where they talk about the gap in the spark plug. And this is gonna be for tuning purposes. And one of the biggest things with the gap, guys, is that when you're pushing a lot of boost, you want your gap to be closer and tighter. That way you won't blow your spark out, which is gonna be in between these two where the spark happens. And like I said, this happens in the combustion chamber, right? And the wider, I feel like you get more torque on this wider because it's a bigger spark. However, you can't run heavy boost when it's wider. But you wanna make sure that the goal is that it's clean in between the electrode and the top part and that you're having a good spark. So if you pull out your spark plug and you kind of look and this electrode is kind of worn down and the top part is kind of oiled up or it's not proper, that's when you just want to say, okay, I need a new spark plug. But as you can see in this case, the spark plug is still good. The brown stuff that you see on mine is just from my fuel that I put in my car. For example, I'm running a 100 octane tune, so I put some octane booster. So that's just the brown part right here, guys. So the first thing you want to do, I got like 120 grit sandpaper. So that's what you're going to need. As you can see right here, I'm already getting that natural color back. I'm just going around the top electrode, getting that color back, right? So you're just going to go with that 120 grit, maybe 180 grit, whatever you decide, and I'm getting that color back. So as you can see, so then once you're done with the top, as you guys can see, the top is pretty smooth. You just want to just come around just like that, come around, and then I'm gonna take this part and I'm gonna kind of clean the top part where the electrode goes, just like that. I'm clearing up the contact for it, so that way it'll be a clean contact. All right, then I'm gonna take this sandpaper, and then I'm gonna hit the top of the electrode right here. Boom, just like that. As you can see, the little chrome, or like the little part where I kind of cleaned it to where I can have a good contact. And I'm essentially just gonna kind of do this with the whole spark plug. See that? Then I'm gonna take this right? Make sure you don't use a grit too gritty. That way you can get it done right. So then I'm gonna take this, just like this right here. And I'm just gonna come in, just kind of go around like that. So I'm going to kind of do this a little bit more, then I'll get right back with you guys. You can already see the difference in the spark plugs. I'm not even done yet, but this is just to kind of show you guys, you know, once you start the first step and process, how new and good it can be. And this is the real world. It's not going to be perfect, but as you can see, I have a lot more gloss. The electrode is looking a lot better. Spark plug is looking pretty good. So I'm going to go to the next step to show you guys what I do. All right, guys, and just for reference, until I get into the deep cleaning of this, as you can see, this is going to be a spark plug gapper, and this is what I was talking about. So essentially, once you put the spark plug on there, this is how you gap your spark plug, right? You just come right here. As you can see, mine is gapped at about, you want to go to the far right, so mine is gapped right now at about, I would say, roughly 28. I want it to kind of be around 24 because of how I'm boosting. So you just come here, and this is what you use to open it up to where you can get more space. And when you close it, kind of the same way, you want to just kind of close it, but be careful, don't slam it on the concrete. But this is the best way to gap it. And even if you buy new spark plugs, please make sure you check, because sometimes they won't be gapped properly. So you always want to just do a test. This is just a quick, cheap one, but there's other ways you can gap it better. Thanks. All right, guys, as you can see, next step is pretty simple. I got my spark plug right there. So the next thing I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm going to get just any generic brake cleaner, and I'm gonna just use that to get any loose residue or gunk or anything, just to kind of clean it out, let it dry out, and then my spark plug is gonna pretty much go to where I can put it in the vehicle, make sure that it's gapped properly, and be ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it up. Here we go. Kind of get in there a little bit, just kind of get a little splash, so I can get right in there. See that shine already coming on it, guys? Kind of zoom in so you can see. And just make sure it's cleaned out. After that, just kind of let it dry. All right, guys, so the last step is you just pretty much put the spark plugs back in the car. Like I said, you can look at my video, put the coil packs back in, and you're ready to rock and roll. As simple as that, guys. I'm just trying to figure out ways you guys can save money and make sure that your car is driving the way it needs to.